Did you know that 85% of companies are experiencing labor shortage issues? And this is all happening at the very same time that jobless claims unexpectedly jumped to higher numbers than expected. Joining us to discuss what's going on is Andrew Challenger from Challenger Gray and Christmas. Good morning or good afternoon to you. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah,
I'm doing
good to
well.
see you again. Okay, let's talk about these labor shortages. Interesting that there are labor shortages. I've heard so many people say, I can't open up all of my company because we don't have enough people, but this is happening and people are getting laid off at the same time. So what's going on here?
Yeah, there are still some layoffs going on, but it's happening in a very narrow segment of the economy. Primarily, there's a major chip shortage, semiconductor chips that are used in the production of automobiles and other manufactured products. And those companies are doing furloughs or layoffs right now while they can't get the supply to create their products. But overall, we are seeing the lowest level of layoffs that we've seen in over 20 years. Most companies are hanging on to their people. And like you mentioned at the top, 85% of companies that we recently surveyed said they're actually facing a labor shortage. They can't hire enough people that they would like to.
Okay, so you're talking about the automakers and the chips. We've heard a lot about that. What are some of the other companies that are seeing the biggest labor shortage? I imagine the restaurant and hotel industries might fit those categories.
Yeah, restaurants and retail, anywhere where jobs are asked to be done in person, particularly lower wage jobs, are facing a tremendous labor shortage right now. When we look at the industries that, compared to pre-COVID levels that have the most job openings right now, it's in manufacturing. There's lots and lots of jobs available in manufacturing broadly, with a carve out for the automobile manufacturers, and then trade and transportation. So actually delivering products around the country, warehousing them. Those are segments of the economy that are trying to hire like crazy and have a lot of job openings right now.
So is this temporary as more businesses are opening up and the shortages of goods eventually? Could they level out? Is this just a temporary thing we're going through?
Yeah, most economists believe that this is a temporary labor shortage, right? Some combination of the extended and unemployment benefits, a combination of that with people still being afraid of the virus, being unvaccinated, or they have children where they're worried about going back to work. And this childcare issue is a really persistent one. All of these issues are expected to be resolved at least by the end of the year as unemployment dries up, as parents are able to put their kids back in school safely. So most economists think that this is temporary, but it's certainly causing a big headache for employers right now.
Oh, yes. Now let's talk about why people are choosing to leave the labor force. You guys did a study on this aspect, and what did you learn?
Yeah, we just conducted a survey of HR managers, asking them why people are leaving their companies, because they're on the ground, they're hearing it in exit interviews, they're talking to people as they leave. Interestingly, the number one response was around flexibility. 75% of HR people said that they're seeing people leave because they're not able to provide the flexibility in the workplace to, say, work remotely some period of time. As companies are asking people to come back to the office, companies are seeing a lot of people leaving. And then the second factor was burnout. Just lots of people that have, maybe bearing through it during this time where COVID was in a crisis mode and they were sticking with their companies are now feeling really burnt out and leaving the workforce, particularly parents. We're seeing parents and mothers in particular.
Well, let's hope this temporary situation is a short temporary situation. Andrew, we always appreciate your perspective. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.